The coyote cull at Stanley Park highlighted the negative impacts of feeding wildlife. The cull came as a result of 45 reported coyote attacks to date. 4 coyotes have been killed. One animal rights group just launched an educational campaign that highlights the consequences of feeding wildlife to make sure a cull can be prevented in the future.
So we hear people say, well, I'm just feeding one peanut to one chipmunk. But in a scenario like Stanley Park, to use as the example, there's 11 million visitors there in a year. And if every single person brings one peanut to feed one chipmunk, that's a lot of food being brought into that ecosystem.
According to the Stanley Park Ecology Society, the park is home to roughly 1,500 native species of plants and animals.
Stanley Park is a massive ecosystem. We're aware that people will go there to feed raccoons, but by feeding raccoons, you're also, creating this entire scenario where coyotes may want to eat or may be attracted to it, and then get used to people being around.
The province worked together with the Vancouver Park Board to execute the cull and is actively working to prevent future culls as part of a plan that includes more signs like this. The ministry will support the park board in the implementation of their long-term plan to support safety in the park, including strategies to address human behavior and the availability of food and garbage in the park. Ministry staff are continuing to monitor coyote activities should another attack occur in the future. Conservation officers will respond, investigate, and work with the ministry's wildlife specialists to determine a course of action. One regular park-goer is pleased with the repercussions of the hefty fine.
Okay, I hope it's a lot. If it's a lot, then it'll probably, if it was like 500 or less, it might not deter people, but I mean, nobody wants to be fined, really.
The fur bearer's goal is to push that feeding wildlife is not acceptable and can have deadly consequences that bring harm to animals long term. Ty Ali in Vancouver for BCIT Magazine.